Hi everyone, Namaste. This is me, Garima Bhandari, and welcome to my session today. And I'm so excited to be starting my online classes, and this has been on my mind from the longest time. And what better than this? Today's session is all about yoga for beginners, yoga for all levels. As I said, yoga for beginners. So let's first understand and break down what yoga practice does to us. So the most important thing to understand, we also talk about the foundations of yoga, certain rules and regulations that you should practice before you come on your mat, and how to set the intention. So first things first, let's understand that what is yoga. Yoga in Sanskrit means huge. The word is derived from the Sanskrit word huge, which translated to Hindi as yog, commonly known as yoga, which means to collate something, to join something together, to bind something together. And that something in this case is creating a harmonious sync between your body, mind and your soul. How we do it is through connecting to our own breath, understanding the meaning of one breath at a time, and how you harness the energy from the universe and collate it with your breath for a rhythmic flow of energy channeled throughout your body. Now, you know what yoga practice actually does to you. Let me break it down in very simple words. Yoga creates digestive agni inside your digestive glands. Now, why I started with digestive glands versus any other part of your body or internal glands is that in Ayurveda they say that 80 to 85% of your health is dependent on your digestion. So if your digestion is strong, you are able to break down anything and everything that you eat, create it into energy and give it to several parts of your body and mind in the form of nutrients. But if your digestion is bad, that means that your digestive glands are not functioning properly, and then you're going to have a lot of syndromes in your abdominals which are not good for your health. So the origin of all ailments, I would say all illness, is actually your weak digestive system. So yoga practice rectifies any of your digestive disorders, streamlines that first, and that's when the nutrients are absorbed, and obviously the influx of oxygen, when you know what is the right way of yogic breathing. Your inhalation is strong, your exhalation is strong, you're able to retain your breath. So you're purifying the entire body, you're cleansing your mind, and at the same time detoxifying each and every part of your body. So me as a practitioner, I also advise strongly that the right time, a lot of people ask me what is the right time. So I always say yoga is anytime, anywhere, as breathing is the most portable form of yoga you can take with you anytime. But if you have time in the mornings, early mornings, that is the ideal time, because your body and mind is very well rested. You have slept for a good sound sleep for 7 to 8 hours, unless you're an insomniac. And your body is rested. Your body responds very affectionately to any of the movement that you give, and you have no disturbances. Your family is fast asleep, and there is no background noise, that there are no sounds of the car or any music around you. So that is the most appropriate time for you to practice, especially you are completely empty stomach. So before you begin your practice, even if it is in the evening, if you're time pressed in the mornings, then please make sure that you haven't eaten any meal for 2 to 3 hours prior to your practice. That's one thing. Try to always wear clothes which are not extremely loose or not extremely tight. They should be just very good fit, and they should be dry fit if comfortable. Use a mat which has a tight grip. It should not be slippery. It should not be very like very poor quality where you can actually have injuries while you flow in your movements. That's very important. And what else? Yeah, do not drink any water immediately right after your practice. That's also not very good for you. So these are some general principles for your practice. And today's is the first session, so I don't want to get into a lot of physical part, but it's very important to first understand what we're going to do in our successive sessions. So first things first, I would say that um, set an intention for your practice, that feel good about yourself, and the same energy of feeling good, you're going to actually manifest it throughout the day to whoever you meet. You're going to pass that energy, and in no time you'll actually start hearing that, we feel a very good vibe from you, we feel a lot of positivity around you. So these are the kind of things you'll actually see it happening. I have seen it happening. And what else? It's also important to honor our own body anatomy. I have always said this, and I still repeat it, that yoga is all about Sthiram Sukham Asanam, which translates into saying that steady, comfortable posture, which means that what is comfortable to you, listen and talk to your own body, so that your body responds back to you affectionately. Yoga is not at all about handstands, leg behind your head, crazy inversions or back bends, twists. Yes, there are a lot of twists, bind, balances in the practice, asana practice of yoga, but that's just to cleanse and internally detoxify your body. But do not try to ape anyone else. Respect and honor your own body. Now, first things first, let's just open up our body parts a little bit, because as I said, that it's a morning practice and you have slept for 6 to 8 hours, so you need to stretch your body a little bit. And we try to also understand that how we breathe in the yoga practice. So I'm going to start, I always start my practice with bowing down. I always start my practice by bowing down with a small prayer to our gurus, and I place my hands near to my heart in Anjali Mudra, like this, close to your heart, keeping your spine straight, just relaxing, sitting in any of the Sukhasana, shutting your eyes and chanting your prayer. You can chant whichever prayer you like, but I like to start it with my Ashtanga Yoga chant. Vande Gurunam Charnarvinde Sandarshita Swatma Sukhava Bodhe Nishreyase Jangalikaya Mane Samsara Hala Hala Moha Shante Abahu Purushakaram Shankha Chakrasi Dharinam Shahastra Shirisham Shvetam Pranamami Patanjalim. Slowly and gently, when you're ready, open your eyes. And let's begin with some stretches. So first things first, I like to stretch my neck. So you take your right hand and drop your neck towards the right side, right shoulder very gently. Do not push or pull it, just very gently, just drop it, opening this side of the neck. Similarly, we do it on the other side. And forward. And then we go up. Try to move our neck clockwise and anti-clockwise. trying to create some half circles, touching your chin towards your chest every time you roll your neck in both directions. And then from here we need to open up our shoulders. So roll them like this. 3 times towards the clockwise rotation, and then 3 to 4 times counterclockwise. And then we take our elbow closer to our head like this and place our palm between our shoulder blades and push it down from the right hand. Just trying to just open up, body loosen up the stiffer parts. And then inhale, place your fingers and take them as up, higher up as you can. Just trying to lengthen the spine, nice and easy. And drop it down. Now let's understand that how we breathe in yoga practice. So yogic breathing is very, very simple. There are 2 bandhas which are very important, which you need to take care of. One is the Uddiyani bandha, which is placed in your navel, and the other is the Mula bandha, which is at the base of your perineal bone. Now these are 2 abdominal locks that we practice, the most important abdominal locks that we practice during the inhalation and exhalation and every time we are in the movement. So when we inhale, we lock the Uddiyana bandha by squeezing and pulling our navel towards the spine, and the perineal lock, which I cannot show you but you can only feel it, but if you try to squeeze your hips together, you will feel at the base of the perineal bone that you have kind of locked. So that is your Mula bandha. So both the locks, inhale deeper into the chambers of your lungs like this. And in yoga we only practice nasal breathing. So we inhale from the nose and we exhale out from the nose and not from the mouth. So let's see how we do it. Placing my hands, resting them in Jnana Mudra on my knees with palms facing up, and inhale and exhale. We also practice Jalandhara Bandha or the Chin Bandha, which is very simple to do. All you have to do is just press your chin towards your chest like this, so that your chakra, the Visuddhi chakra, which is situated at the base of your throat, gets locked, and your Jalandhara Bandha is formed this way. And there are also some of the drishtis that, as in when we start with our asana practice, I will be telling you about drishti as in your vision, that where you're supposed to place your vision. It is sometimes at the tip of your fingers, it is sometimes at the tip of your toes, it is sometimes placed on the center of your nose, sometimes it is Bhru Madhya or between the eyebrows, which is your third eye. So there are a lot of drishtis that we practice in yoga. Why we practice drishtis is because you don't want your focus to go towards the future or your day, how it's going to be, or towards the pains and problems of the past. So every time when you practice the drishtis, you're bringing your attention towards the center, towards the present moment, and that is where we all should always intend to be. And then from here, only and only when you're prepared is when we will start to come into Malasana. Malasana or the garland pose is a very simple asana. Now why I want you guys to start with this posture is because we in this digital era, we all have completely stopped to understand that what it actually means to sit on the floor like this, or how does it feel to sit on the floor, because every time we are sitting in the office, we are on the chair, We go to the toilet, we are sitting on the WC, which is in the chair position. We are driving, we are in the chair position. We are traveling, commuting by metro, we are in the chair position. Everywhere we are in the chair position. So this position, which was practiced in the ancient India, is completely gone. This is a yogic squat, also they call it. This is the way we earlier used to go and visit the bathrooms for the nature call, but today's era, as I said, is we have completely forgotten. So that's why for anybody who has extremely tight hips or feels discomfort in their lower back or has digestive disorders, acidity, acid reflux, constipation, irritable bowel syndrome, so this is the go-to asana. Every day if you practice this, you will see that how drastically your overall health improvises, and excellent for your spinal health also. Now if you feel pesky and you're irritated that Panish is saying it's so difficult to sit like that and I'm not feeling good, oh my god, my thighs are killing me, I cannot sit like this. It is okay. In the start I said that please listen to your own body, respond affectionately to it. So you're more than welcome to take a pillow or a cushion and place it underneath your hips, roll a towel or sit over it. So just listen to your own body, and only when you feel that you're ready and you have a strong hold here, then just gently from your elbows try to create a, most of the people will sit in a position like this where the knees are coming forward, the spine is collapsing like this, but intentionally we have to lift our heart, lift our spine, and then with the help of our elbows create this little resistance here by pulling our thighs out like this, creating space between the hips. I'm going to show you sideways how we do it. So what we do is you'll sit like this when you start, while bringing your knees either in the front or outward and collapsing your spine. So we lift our spine and try to feel like there is an energy or a string which is attached to the crown of your head and it is pulling you up like this. So and then you just pull it out, push it out, I would say, create a resistance here, and then eventually mudra, what we commonly call as the namaste or the prayer position. Bring your hands close to your heart, and now you're going to stay here for 5 breaths. You can even chant your Om chant in this position. So 5 breaths. Understand and feel that your breath is like the sound of an ocean. So try to practice a very rhythmic, deep, equanimous breathing by making the inhalation and exhalation each last. Try to achieve at least a count of 8 to 10 when you inhale and exhale. Deep diaphragmatic yogic breathing. So inhale through your nose, lift your heart, let the fresh influx of oxygen reach all the columns of your heart, your rib cage, and slowly moving down towards your abdominals, diaphragm, and release through exhalation. Inhale and exhale. And place your hands on the sides, on the floor like this. Give your body support and come down and just be calm. Now from here we are going to practice a nice gentle twist. Why I like yoga is because of these twists, the binds, the folds that we practice in yoga. Actually, I feel that each and every part of my abdominals and my body is opening up. It is so amazing. So all you have to do is sit in any other posture you like you're sitting here right now in Sukhasana. So you go back with your left arm traveling behind you. Place it right behind you, and the right hand can be placed on the left knee, and just simply twist your spine, activate it, and go as far as you can. Stay here for 2 breaths, 5 breaths. Remember, Sthiram Sukham Asanam, यानी कि steady, comfortable posture. Other side. Nice gentle twist in the spine. Now from here, let's get into tabletop position, Vajrayasana, cat and cow. Excellent for others to be excellent for your spinal flexibility, mobility, lengthening, strengthening of your entire spinal column and your wrists, your knees, your ankles, the whole body. Invigorating posture. So you curl your spine and open up your spine. Now this is the movement. Now let's connect this movement with our breath. So we inhale and we look up, opening the chest towards the sky, stretching our entire neck, and exhale. Best beauty of this asana is that it can be practiced anytime, anywhere. Even when you're taking a little break from your desk at your office, you can do this movement while you're standing also. Once more, you can see that my wrists are stacked directly under my shoulders, my knees are stacked directly under my hip bones, and they are parallel to each other. The toes are pointing outwards and not curled like this. Point them outwards and drawing your navel towards the spine like this. And just from here, in this kneeling down position, let's practice Vajrasana. So Vajrasana is again very simple posture to do. What you have to do is kneel down like this. Both the knees are parallel to each other with a distance which is hip width distance apart. Place your hands on your hip bones like this on the sides, and then you have to place your sit bones on the heel of your toes. So let's see how we do it. Gently, we're going to place both the sit bones on the heels, and your thighs are placed on the calf muscles. And then from here, we're going to encounter a great amount of stretch on your ankles in this motion, and drawing your navel towards the spine. Now this kind of a motion, place your hands gently on the knees, either palm facing up or palm facing down. The beauty of Vajrasana or the thunderbolt posture is, it's also known as diamond posture. Now beauty of this asana is, I also forgot to mention that you have to touch the topmost part of your toes together like this. So they will be making like a triangle shape. Your heels are open, but your toes are touching together. That's a very important alignment checklist, I would say. And the beauty of this asana is, as I mentioned before, that all the other asanas you're going to do in an empty stomach, but this is one such asana which you can practice right after you're eating also. So if you've had your meal and you're watching TV or sitting on the couch or the bed, You can sit in Vajrasana and slowly you can start with 30 seconds to 1 minute, and later you'll be yourself surprised that you're able to sit in this asana for almost as long as half an hour. So this asana also has amazing health benefits. Not just it releases the limbs from the trapped lymph from your legs, which are tired the whole day. It aids in digestion, it aids in weight gain, it also aids in weight loss, because if your appetite is increased with this asana, because your metabolism is corrected, your food is assimilated properly, your digestive glands are functioning properly, so you start to feel hungry, and if you feel hungry you eat more, so you start gaining also weight. So it's an overall excellent asana to be practiced every day, and it is also in Vajrasana. It is a highly restorative and a meditative posture also. You can even do your pranayama practice, which we're going to talk about later in a successive asanas once we get the fundamental understanding about the yoga practice. So I also want to make people understand that yoga is not just a physical asana practice. Let's just in my sessions try to understand that yoga, let's dispel the truths about the myths about yoga. I would say dispel the myths. The biggest one is that yoga is only meant for flexible people. Yoga is only meant to get flexible. Both of these myths are wrong. Anyone and everyone who has an intention to work on their well-being, which is just not on a physical plane but also their emotional and physical well-being, the mental well-being, can practice yoga. And flexibility, I would say, is a mere byproduct of your asana practice. So to get flexible or yoga is only for flexible people is just a very big myth. And to exit from Vajrasana, we simply just release the legs and come back to the center. And the last posture for this series is the Balasana. I would highly urge you again to practice this asana every day. If you have nothing else, no time to do anything else, just on your mat. The minute it's like a wake up posture or just before the bed posture, especially if you have fractured sleep, your sleep is not proper, you encounter a lot of snoring, and you are basically sleep deprivation, I would say in today's time is the biggest concern. And if you don't sleep properly, your entire productivity is at an all-time low. Your memory is not sharp, you lose your focus, you lose your concentration. So it's very, very important to sleep sound and sleep right. So let's see how to do Balasana, or the child's posture, which helps greatly in promoting a good and sound night's sleep. So once again, I'm going to show you this asana from the Vajrasana, which I just came out of. So I sit in Vajrasana, and from Vajrasana I raise my hands with an inhale, filling my entire chest and my lungs with a lot of oxygen, and then by bringing my body towards the floor, melting it towards the floor. Now here my concern is again not collapsing and rounding your spine, but trying to touch your rib cage first towards the thighs like this. Now that is very important. Once again, your hands, you can even come down simply like this by folding your hands behind you. You need not take them towards the top. So once again, just focus on your alignment, which is a straight spine. So then coming here like this, and now you can place a towel, a cushion, or even a block to place your forehead there. But the idea is to bring your forehead towards the floor like this. And if you want, you can close your eyes, drop your hands, or place them in front of you like this. 4 to 5 breaths. You can stay as long as you like, walk back with your hands and come back to your center. I like to end every practice with Shavasana or corpse pose, which is the asana, which is much more, I would say, than meets the eye, because a lot is happening in that posture, even when your body looks like a dead body. That's why it's called as a corpse pose, because you're completely not moving at all, and it is by large the most restorative posture, because you're soaking your body and your mind is soaking in all what you've done to it. It is sending the energy signals to all the chambers, all the channels. So as I said, there's lots happening in the posture. So all you have to do is just simply melt down on the earth, on your mat, like this, by placing your legs hip width distance, by letting your toes fall in its neutral alignment, by placing your hands on the sides of your body like this, and the palms are open towards the sky, the ceiling. The fingers are curled in its neutral, natural alignment, and you're not sucking in your belly, you're not tucking any, you're not locking any of the bandhas. You're just lying down and shutting your eyes and feeling the wave of energy travel all the way from the crown of your head to the tip of the toes, and opening up each and every part of the body, touching your forehead, your brows, your eyes, your nose, cheeks, your lips, chin, your ears, your neck, base of the throat, your heart, your ribcage, your shoulders, your elbows, forearm, wrists, your fingers, your abdominals, your pelvic floor, your thighs, your knees. Focus on the light traveling all the way from the top of the crown of your head, towards traveling down towards your toes. Then your calves, your ankles, your feet, and slowly move your toes freely and rub the fingers. Rub your palms together to create a friction and heat between them. Only and only when prepared, press them high and very gently. Now, the right way to get up from the mat is always turning towards the left side, holding your knees, turning towards the left side, pushing the floor away from the right hand like this, and nice and easy, come back to your center. So this was a short session, the first session I would say, and if you're enjoying this practice with me and if you want to take this journey forward, also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Garima Bhandari. Namaste and happy practice.